Thanks for joining us today. My name is Jay McGowan. I'm the Director of Financial Planning here at Five Plan Partners. And today I have our Financial Planning Manager, Jason Hatley, joining me. And today we kind of wanted to talk about a topic that has changed a lot. It's very relevant to what's going on in the world. But it's a new provision that may affect people who are taking RMDs or having to take RMDs. For 2020, because of the CARES Act that came about because of the coronavirus pandemic, people in 2020 are not required to satisfy their required minimum distributions. So a couple weeks ago, the IRS came out with a notice that gave some additional guidance and relief to that. So Jason, give us a little overview and tell us real quick about that IRS notice and kind of how it changed things for people who are able to take RMDs in 2020.
You know, when the CARES Act came out, you probably remember it was a very, very long document that was intended to cover a lot of broad range of topics, and so naturally there was a lot of ambiguity in the wording and in the application. And so along the way, since it's been passed, you've seen the IRS and other government agencies come out with additional guidance and interpretations on how to interpret and how to apply the language. And so just want to kind of cover a couple of things that this new notice from the IRS addresses. One, this notice provides for any RMDs that have been taken so far in 2020, allows us to roll those back into the accounts they were taken from, essentially negating or reversing the impact of the RMD itself.
Including people that have inherited IRAs that have taken RMDs. Now they can roll that back without any question per this notice up
That's
until
right.
August 31st. Is that correct? Is that how?
That is a huge advantage to those now who do own inherited IRAs, that they have that concession now to put that money back into their accounts if they don't need the distribution. The second thing to notice here is that typically if you're taking money out of a qualified investment or a qualified retirement account, in order to put it into a new one or put it back into the one you took it out of, you have to do that within a 60-day period. This notice effectively waives that period and gives you up until an August 31st, 2020 deadline.
And typically, Jason, you're only allowed to do one rollover every 12 months. If you are correcting an RMD that you have taken in 2020, that does not count against your ability to do another 60-day rollover within a 12-month period per the one year rollover rule. That's correct as well?
That's
right?
Correct. Yes. So where normally you could only do one of these rollovers, as you said, once in any rolling 12-month period. If you were doing this in order to, like you said, correct or reverse the impact of, and then take advantage of the 2020 RMD waiver, that does not count towards that 12-month, once every 12-month limitation.
One last thing that I wanted you to address was the withholdings. If you've already taken your required minimum distribution, then you want to roll it back in and kind of address that.
Yeah. So if you have already taken an RMD for the year and do wish to roll that back in, any tax, federal or state tax withholding that came out of that initial distribution, you will not be able to recoup that immediately. But what happens is that when you file tax returns for 2020 next year, any excess withholdings or excess payments in will be refunded to you to the extent that they exceed your actual tax liability for the year.
It's like just a tax prepayment almost at that point. As you can see, the CARES Act in the pandemic, obviously it's an evolving situation. It's very fluid. The IRS with this notice has given some more relief. But it is complicated, just like anything with your specific financial plan. Obviously, we want to help as many people as possible. If you have any questions related to this topic and how it relates to you and your specific situation and your family, please feel free to reach out to us. Let us know. We're here to help in any way we can. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, Jason. This is great information. I hope everybody has a great day and a great week.